What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Wednesday edition of my MLB DFS podcast. We have another big main slate for tonight as the regular season winds down. No rain issues to worry about. If you watched yesterday's video, you should have done really well. A lot of people were on Brady Singer of the Royals, and he got shelled, and then he got hurt. He ended up with negative points. We had Charlie Morton all over the place, had him in the video. Also had Story in the video who homered, and Buxton who was very productive. So we cashed on our cash and hybrid teams. Hopefully you guys cashed in too if you used either my lineups from my website or just from the video. We had a lot of great plays. So let's continue it today. As usual, I'm going to give you guys a picture I'm looking at, 2 infield and 2 outfield value plays. But before we get into my picks, quick word from my sponsored sportsbook, BetUS. If you use the link below this video to sign up, first-time depositors of over $50 will get 125% matched their first deposit with promo code JOIN125. So get on that if you need a sportsbook. It is very reliable. So for pitcher tonight, if you want to spend down at $7,500, I like Alex Wood. He's a pretty big favorite at home in San Francisco against a very underwhelming Diamondbacks offense. It's a pretty low over-under. I think it's 8. And Wood has been pretty good. He's not a great pitcher, but he's good enough at 7,500. His strikeout numbers are pretty good. He doesn't go deep into games often, but if he gets over 20 fantasy points at 7,500, that's all he needs. His last 5 starts, he's gotten over 20 fantasy points, and he can get into the 30s if he's going right. And if there's any matchup where Alex Wood could go right, it's tonight at home against the Diamondbacks. So Wood at 7,500 really allows you to spend up on hitters. Obviously, for a strong play, if you want to spend up, if you have the money, if you have cheap bats, Max Scherzer's a fine play. 11,500 is just a little too expensive for me because the Padres are a good team, but I expect Scherzer to do just fine. He is the biggest favorite on tonight's slate. For the infield, Luis Arraez is leading off tonight for the Twins, and the Twins are one of the highest team run projected totals on tonight's slate. He doesn't hit for power, but he hits for average. If he can get a couple hits and score a run, he'll hit value. All you need is like 9 points out of the guy at 2,100. He's a nice punt play. He'll have 4 at-bats, possibly 5 at-bats with that lefty-righty matchup against Casey Mize tonight. Second infield play, the Red Sox, probably one of the top 2 teams to stack tonight. They were pretty underwhelming last night, but I expect them to bounce back against the Orioles. You got to have a short-term memory with DFS. They have a great matchup against Zach Lowther, the lefty from Baltimore. He has a 7.66 ERA, and Xander's batting cleanup tonight. 3,700 is a fine price on him. He's hitting for average, hitting for power. In the heart of a Red Sox lineup that's going to score runs tonight, I like Xander at 3,700. And then for the same reasons, I like Hunter Renfroe. He was one of the only guys who produced for them last night. Him and Schwarber both went deep. He's batting second tonight. A great righty-lefty matchup. He's on a 5-game hitting streak. I like spending up 3,600. A good outfield play, Hunter Renfroe tonight. And then my last play, Miles Straw should be leading off tonight. The Indians are in a good spot. This Royals and Indians game has a nice over-under of 9 tonight, and Straw has been really hot as of late. He's been good since he's came over to the Indians. A righty-lefty matchup against Daniel Lynch, who's bringing a 5.4 ERA into this game. 2,800 is a great price on Straw. He's on a 5-game hitting streak. 3 of those 5 games are multi-hit games. 4 straight games with a double. So he's been racking up the fantasy points. I think he's a great play at 2,800. That'll sum it up for today's video, guys. I appreciate you for tuning in. Like and subscribe. As always, until tomorrow, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.